Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's reading. Today, we're doing what are some of the qualities that make you attractive to others. These could be qualities you're imbibing right now or recently. But take the message as it resonates. Watch it all the way through. My readings are short, so you can watch it so that it makes sense and the messages connect. All right. Let me show you the three cards for pile selection. We have the Six of Wands here with the beautiful butterfly. For pile number 2, we have Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. For pile number 3, we have the Four of Wands. If you guys are interested in knowing whether you have pretty privilege or not, I will link that reading down below, as well as certain other readings that I've done which are connected to your attractiveness, your beauty, your allure, or your magnetism that I've done on my membership. So I will leave the links down below or the playlist so you can join and watch if you're interested. You can make your pick, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. This is the card that came out for you. We have the Six of Swords and we have this beautiful butterfly. This entire card talks about a glow up. So some of you could have gone through a glow up. I feel like there has been a major transformation in your looks, in your confidence, in your overall personality as you've grown old. You've come of age, because butterfly symbolizes going on a journey of transformation, going from the cocoon to the caterpillar to the butterfly. And it's interesting, today I pulled out the butterflies also for the reading. So I feel like this is significant. Maybe most of the people might be picking this particular pile. But if you're wondering whether you're attractive or not, yes, you are. Those of you who are, some of you could be late bloomers also, or someone who doesn't, maybe didn't care too much about your looks earlier, maybe a tomboy early on. But the message here that I'm picking up is you are beautiful, you are attractive. If you've gone through a glow up, make sure that your confidence also changes. You let go of the older insecurities that you used to carry, because some of you could have glowed up externally where you're looking better, but somewhere on the inside you could still feel insecure. Because see, we're coming from a place of feeling insecure about our looks. Even though the reality changes, you could still carry those insecurities and feel like you have self-esteem issues. So make sure you're glowing up on the inside also. That's a major message I'm picking up. You also got the Venus card, so you guys are good looking. This is a pile, perhaps that's the most beautiful. Venus is connected with beauty, love, romance, romantic energy also. You could be also noticing more people approach you now. And something about magnetism, femininity that I'm picking up in this pile. People feel a lot of love for you. People feel it's not just like physical, animalistic attraction, but it's also love. People wanting to be more romantic with you. That's what I'm picking up. You are blessed with good looks. So maybe you did not go through a glow up. Maybe you changed your style, you changed your fashion, maybe you changed your hair color, haircut, something like that. So maybe there's a change. It's not exactly a transformation, it's a change. But Venus here indicates that you have beauty. So make sure that you don't have insecurities. Let's see what else we have here. We have spider. This is earth element. Spider is connected with financial abundance, connecting with people. So we see the web here, all these beautiful colors, which tell me you could be a lot of people's type. Most people find you beautiful and they are drawn towards you. And you have the ability to connect with people really well. You have good social skills. And you seem like a rich person also. You dress really nice, or even if you wear something, let's say, more affordable, you make it more rich. So you are someone who could have the gift of aesthetics. You have a good taste and you could have very beautiful style. This is not just attractiveness in terms of looks, but I think the overall package, the way you do your makeup, hair, skincare, beauty, fashion, everything like is coming together. You're good at all those aspects. So you enhance your beauty with your knowledge. Speaking of knowledge, you did get the scholar card. So you seem like a deep person also. It's not just about the surface level with you. A lot of people notice that you are someone who carries a lot of knowledge. You seem quite mature. And you could also be someone where the fact that you have hobbies, you could be beauty with brains, and you have hobbies, and you could be work oriented, hardworking. There's more to you than your beauty, your surface level beauty. So, which is something that makes you even more attractive, because you're not someone who is a superficial person. You're not a materialistic person. You're someone who people can talk with, connect with. Here we have the web, which is connection. So, yeah, overall, you seem like a great relationship material kind of a person to a lot of people. Now, one edgy thing I'm picking up for you guys, you got domination. This is Mars in Sagittarius, which shows you're very particular about your principles. So, you have strong morals, principles, ethics that you follow. You have your own particular set of rules, and you could be quite unwavering when it comes to those. So you're not the sort of person to compromise on everything. With certain things for sure, but on everything absolutely not. You could also be religious. Even if you're not, that's fine. You could be spiritual. Sagittarius energy is connected with things that we believe in. So, for a lot of people, it's religion, spirituality, philosophy, higher learning, knowledge. But this can also show a person who's learned. So, we got the scholar here. Sagittarius is also higher education. So, you are someone very intelligent. And you could have a thirst for knowledge. So, your brain, like I said earlier, beauty with brains. And here, Mars in Sagittarius shows a person who's willing to fight for what you believe in. So you have a little bit of fire, a little bit of edge also. And one interesting thing here, we have Venus energy, and with this card, we also have Mars coming out. So Venus and Mars is that chemical reaction, the masculine and the feminine coming together. So, yes, definitely a lot of people find you attractive. And sometimes you could create, let's say, you could maybe show a little bit of anger or certain other emotions which normally would have a bad reaction. But the fact that you are someone who seems quite well rounded, it makes you more appealing. When you kind of approach certain things with your masculine energy, also makes you quite interesting. So you have a good balance of masculine and feminine within you, which is what makes you attractive. It's not just a good looking face, you're not just a flower pot, you're more than that. We do have the devil here also. Number 15, devil shows again a person who's highly, highly attractive. People find you very attractive. Some of you could even, sorry, excuse me. Some of you could have that feeling where maybe you try to shed your attractive image, or you want to be taken more seriously. So you dress down, you purposely wanted to be a tomboy growing up, or you didn't embrace your sexuality. There could be a lot of different scenarios with this particular pile. Certain cases there could be insecurities, other cases maybe you didn't want to be the girly girl, maybe you hated the color pink or red growing up, you wanted to be more like the boys, or I don't know, something here that I'm picking up. But you've embraced this side of you, your femininity, your beauty, as you've grown up. That's one thing I'm picking up. But the devil here shows you are someone where a lot of people could get the wrong perception. You could seem like the heartbreaker, because you have the beauty, you also have the tenacity, that edge, that fire, that Mars energy also. So a lot of people could misread you. And I also get this feeling with this card coming out, devil, almost like you are a temptation. So a lot of people could look at you as a temptation. A lot of people could see you as outside of their league. Again, we see the webs. Very interesting how the webs are coming out twice. So the webs is almost like you create a web where people get stuck. People get stuck on you. It's hard for people to move on, especially if they catch a crush on you. That's what I'm picking up. Let's keep it here. So there is a little bit of this obsessive intense energy. Some of you could have Scorpio placements, or you could attract Scorpios towards you, maybe Capricorn also. And Venus is just making me think of, obviously, um, Venus rules Taurus and Libra, but what I'm picking up is Pisces, because that's where Venus gets exalted, and Pisces is very, strong emotions and feelings that I'm picking up here. Anyway, we also have the Queen. Again, we see red color coming out for you. We see this beautiful lotus, which reminds me of Pushya Nakshatra, Anuradha Nakshatra. So, flowers we connect with beauty. We have the snake, which talks about magnetism, sexuality, someone very attractive. We see the gem also, which is connected with Chitra Nakshatra, the snake, Ashlesha. All these nakshatras are, some of them are more like sensual, others are more beautiful. So, all of those symbols are coming out to kind of showcase that energy that you carry. We have number 11 and it says the queen. So you are the queen, you are someone who's put on a pedestal, you are the temptation, and you seem like the heartbreaker also. A lot of people could feel like you would break their heart or something like that. So you're very tempting, your beauty is tempting, and people notice that. People could also misjudge you because of it, but there's a lot of depth to you. Speaking of depth, we have number 33 here. This is Ketu energy with mountains. Mountains are connected with Ketu. Water bodies are connected with Rahu. We have the this person standing at the top. So again, it shows, in a way, isolation. A person who's by themselves. Like, a lot of people could feel intimidated in asking you out. Maybe you seem a little unapproachable. We have the dominating factor here also. Maybe you dominate other people, or you're a little aggressive, or like you reject people, you're animated, you could have strong emotions, something about you where you seem a little unapproachable and intimidating for sure. And that could be coming from your beauty or your personality. But overall, yes, you do make an impression. Your beauty is quite prominent when it comes to you. And if you want to know more, watch more readings, I will list my members' readings. If you're interested, you can join and watch, support the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You got this card, Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Very beautiful energy. I love seeing this card in most readings. It carries a positive connotation. Here, what I pick up is, see, the Page of Cups is the flirt, the fun person, a little bit immature also, someone who seems like the life of the party, very social, very agreeable. So a lot of people could see you as someone who could be slightly, let's say, less mature in love or very playful. And you have a bit of this young vibe. Some of you could have features that we describe as, I almost said Gemini. No, Gamine and Ingenue. Maybe you do have Gemini placements. It would check right in with the Page of Cups energy, because Gemini is very fun, flirtatious, amazing conversation, fun personality, amazing company also. Lots of fun to be with such a person. So you have that energy. We also have Stingray, water element. See, water is coming out. Water is connected with the emotions, and also the water element itself, we connect with femininity, in turn, beauty. So, everyone today, I feel like there's very positive energies coming out in terms of a person coming across as beautiful. So that sure, for sure, is highlighted here. What I'm picking up is, what makes you stand out, what makes you different is you seem quite approachable. Whereas pile number 1 was intimidating, here I pick up this energy of a person who seems very liberated, very cool, very expressive, easy to talk to, fun. Stingray talks about lack of boundaries, so that's why people feel like they can connect with you. People tend to overshare also. There is an emotional bond that forms with someone like you. You have a childlike quality. We have this card right here, child. Not surprised because the page card came out here, which is young energy. You seem younger than your age, or also, it could be talking about your personality, where you're very carefree, exuberant, enthusiastic, and you have very much like that girl next door, boy next door vibe. You don't seem broody, stoic, or anything like that. You're very easygoing, fun loving, and people feel very light. Your aura could be very light. Recently, I did an aura reading, so you can check that out. Your energy is very light and bright. So when people come in contact with you, they feel very at ease. They feel they can be themselves, they can be vulnerable, they can open up to you. You could also be someone very witty, charming, charismatic. You could have a good sense of humor. So I think with you, it's your looks are very soft, gentle, and I talked about Anjanu and Gameen. I keep wanting to say Gemini. I don't know why. So these features are connected with someone who has very soft, delicate sort of features. So you seem like a little doe-eyed and very, easy person, innocent person, soft face, maybe even petite figure. So that's what I'm picking up, which everyone carries their own set of style, essence, beauty, body type. Everyone's different and unique, which is what makes them special. With you, it's your softness, your childlike qualities, your innocence. You seem very sweet. That's something I'm picking up. And just amazing to talk to. You're like a bright light. We also have pleasure seekers. So, again, that energy of. I'm also picking up a little bit of friendship element where a lot of people feel like they feel like they're friends with you very early on. Very quickly, they feel like they know you and you connect with people instantly. Something about you where people feel open to you and you feel friendly and almost family like. And people have an amazing time with you. Pleasure seekers, people get a lot of pleasure being around you. And you could be very open, expressive about all different sorts of things, and you could have very liberated thoughts. And people like your energy. We have enthusiasm. So, this card did come out for you. I forgot about this. This is Sun in Sagittarius. So, enthusiastic, very open, very positive. Even Sun is connected with positivity. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, is also connected with positivity. So, this is what I'm picking up for you. You seem very open, positive, easygoing, and maybe you forgive people easily also. And you could have a charming quality. You could have maybe dimples also on your face. You could have a very round face, very delicate sort of features. Again, I'm picking up like a child. So your beauty is not just in your looks. You could look very different from everyone else, but also your personality, which shines through. We have Aquarius. Speaking of a person who's different, Aquarius is the quirky one. Here it says the radical. So someone very different, unique, someone who makes a mark, If you meet that person, you remember them. You don't forget about them easily. You just remember how this person touched you and how they were very different than everyone else you've met. So you have this energy where you are memorable, you're someone who's remarkable, and you leave your imprint on other people. People have a lot of fun with you. It's not just what you said, how you look like, and all these things. A lot of people remember the time they spent with you. A lot of people remember how they felt being with you. And I'm seeing a little bit of this friendship element also, where your friends could have a lot of feelings for you or something like that, because Aquarius is also connected with friendship. And earlier, I was picking up Gemini energy, which is also connected with friendships. So yeah, that's what I was getting. We also have Nine of Pentacles here. You could be someone who's a little bit of a fashionista. So your fashion could be a little over the top or quirky or different or signature style, something like that. So yeah, I got distracted. I was talking about this card. And one thing you would notice is firstly, we see the bird coming out. So bird is a symbol for Mercury. Again, that friendship element is coming through very strongly. And look at her features also. Very childlike, right? Very beautiful, soft, girl next door, approachable, easygoing, sweet, gentle person. So, this is your face, but your aura is a little vibrant, where you could look very like, let's say, vanilla, but your personality is quite fiery and colorful, kind of like this duck. The duck is white, you know, snow white, and then we see all these colors reflected in the water, which is your energy. You could have very fun, quirky sense of style, signature style, and like I said earlier, you leave an imprint. You stand out, you're different. And Nine of Pentacles is that independent energy where you just naturally stand out. You are someone who is not easily, we can say, someone you can imitate easily, or someone you can come across very easily with this type of energy. Coming back to Aquarius, the radical one, different one. This is you. And we see the fruits also. So you have a lot to offer to people. People see you as a fruitful person. So you could have the Falguni nakshatras, which are connected with, the Falguni itself, the word comes from fruits. So you could have placements in Leo. Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni. What does it mean? It shows a charismatic person. A lot of actors, performers, artists tend to have these nakshatras. A colorful, vibrant person, someone who has a lot to give and share, very expressive. And you could have really interesting expressions also. Like people remember your facial features or your face when they remember you. And you could also be very entertaining. So there's a lot here. It's not just I'm picking up on your face, but so much coming through. And your fashion also specifically. Some of you could have flamboyant type of a style, or even in kibi body type, maybe you are a flamboyant body type. We also have the creator. This is number 22, which is in line with this pile 222. Maybe that could be a sign for you. Here, the creator shows again creative person, very unpredictable, interesting, entertaining person. That's your energy. Very creative, very different, very unique. You could do your makeup in a very interesting manner with creativity. You could have creative talents, and your fashion could be quite creative. So, this is what I'm picking up. And again, we see all these colors coming out again. So many cards with, see here also, we see the chakras. So, you are a colorful person, no doubt about it. And one final card, you have the empty room. What does it mean? It shows there is so much room for fantasy, for imagination. There is so much potential also that people see in you. People have fun with you. People maybe have fantasies about you, or people also feel kind of motivated and inspired in your presence, where they feel like the world is my oyster. I want to be more like pile number 2. So your beauty kind of shines through with your aura overall, I feel. And definitely watch the last reading I did. It might resonate with you. So if you want to know more, like do you have pretty privilege or certain other beauty, magnetic energy, all those types of readings, you can find them on my membership. You can join and support the channel if you like. Otherwise, this is it for the reading. I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to today's reading. So let's see. This is the card that came out for you. We have Four of Wands. This is a beautiful card in this particular deck. We see the eye, the iris. The Four of Wands has a very different interpretation in this pile, which I love. So, what I'm seeing right here is a lot of people stare at you, a lot of people look at you. You could be someone who is beautiful naturally, because people are looking at you. It obviously means you're someone very, very beautiful. You catch people's attention. There's something about you which is attention grabbing. One more thing I'm picking up here is you could have something about you where it makes you interesting. Let's say you could have a facial feature that's quite different. Maybe you could have a eye color that's different than everyone else around you, or you have a funky hair color, or you could have strong facial features. Maybe you have dimples. Something about your looks. This could even be extended to your fashion, your hair, like I said, your body. Maybe you're very tall. You're a girl and you're very tall. You tower over a lot of guys. So something about you where people just naturally look at you, you grab attention, and people kind of remember you. So there's something about you that's memorable. That's what I'm picking up. People remember you, they don't forget you. Because a lot of the times, see, I remember watching a video on what makes a person beautiful, and out of the it mentioned 3 qualities, and one of the quality was averageness. So a person who has average looks is going to be perceived as beautiful by majority of people. But if you have unique features, a lot of people might not find you attractive. For example, like a strong jaw on a female. So that is not averageness. A softer jaw is the average jaw for women, which is what most people would find beautiful. So what I'm trying to say is you could have those unique features which sets you apart, but adds to your allure. It adds to your magnetism, even though it might not be the standard beauty type or something like that. Now, one thing interesting that happened here is you got the peacock card. This is the air element. Obviously, peacock is beautiful, beautiful energy. It's one of the, it's probably one of the most beautiful birds out there. But birds, most birds are beautiful. I almost wanted to say peacock is the one, but no, a lot of birds are beautiful. And it's actually India's national bird. And I love peacocks. And see, peacocks also tend to dance. So they dance to kind of grab the attention, which is also true. So this could be talking about your fashion for sure, your body. And the peacock talks about beauty. You are someone with remarkable beauty. And something I'm very much picking up this blue color. Maybe you have blue eyes. Blue could look really good on you. Or something here about colors, maybe. Because peacock, you remember the turquoise blue very strongly with peacock. It's not just the beauty, it's the color also. So maybe something about color here, it might resonate with someone in particular. Even if it doesn't, it's fine. Now you also got the peacock with another deck, haughtiness. So I like that a lot. Peacock is coming out very strongly. Maybe it's a spirit animal for you. Whenever you see a peacock, it's almost as if spirit is reminding you of your own beauty, your own magnetism. So remember that. Now let's see. We have Saturn in Taurus, ostentation. You could be a person who likes to show off a little bit, or if you don't, you could have that extroverted personality. See, because ostentation is about showing off. It's kind of reminding me of Taylor Swift and her wedding also. But anyway, even with the peacock, it was giving me a little bit of extroverted energy. So you are someone who naturally grabs attention. You are someone where people notice you. You don't have like that mysterious sort of aura. You're very much someone visible. Um, and I don't know if you show off on purpose, but you have a little bit of a larger than life presence. You could have a big body, maybe big stature, or maybe your hair grabs attention, or your body, you're tall, so you grab attention because of that. But something about you where people just naturally tend to notice you. You're a little popular. That's what I'm getting. And you could have like a interesting sense of humor, or the way you talk to people, the way you connect with people. You could show off a little bit. You could be very charming and very funny, humorous. That's what I'm getting. We also have the card bluff. This is Jupiter in Gemini. So this is talking about how you could talk a big talk, conversationalist, charm, funny, humor, wit. This is what I'm picking up. Bluff here specifically speaks about how you have the ability to charm people, to bluff people. People are very much listening to what you're saying, they're buying what you're selling. So you could be great at marketing also. But overall, what I'm picking up is, I think it's kind of like reminding me of Marilyn Monroe, who was very beautiful, yes, but who she used to look like. She came up with her signature makeup look, and then she got the hair, which she would dye. But more than that, it was her body language, the way she spoke, her cadence when she spoke. So her voice, her speech, her walk, her overall energy, it was like a almost like a performance. This is what I'm picking up with you guys, where you could have the ability to be like a chameleon. And it's not just like having beautiful facial features, there's more to it. So for you, beauty is almost like a whole aura, a whole personality which you imbibe, and you really charm people. You put on a performance, maybe. But overall, you make it look very effortless. Maybe it comes naturally to you, where you're not doing it in a calculative, shrewd manner, but you have fun with it. You play around with it. So that's what I'm picking up. North Node also states the same message here. North Node is connected with smokes and mirrors, being charming, putting on a fantasy. It's about bluffing people again. Very similar, these terms. North Node is the chameleon, the person who bluffs. And Rahu is also connected with cameras, photography, fashion, media industry, and all these actors who look really nice and presentable on camera. Off camera, they look very different. So that is again that Rahu energy, where you put on an act, or you make yourself the most beautiful version of yourself and you present that to the public. So you have the ability to perform, charm people, and have perhaps your like signature style, kind of like it's making me think of Dita Von Teese, how she puts on a performance. And She said in one of her interviews she's very introverted, but the work she does, how she is in front of the camera, is very different. So that's kind of the energy I'm picking up. Some of you could be entertainers, maybe you could be on social media, you grab a lot of eyeballs, and you could definitely work in that space. With the eye coming out, a lot of people could be naturally followers and subscribe to what you're selling. That's what I'm picking up. We have the King of Wands. Again, we see this kind of like a magic wand, and we see this flower around the face. This shows a beautiful person, magnetic aura, and this whole, outfit and the look that has been put on. And the red color also. Red is the most attention grabbing color. That's why alarms and street lights and traffic lights are, the traffic signal is red, because this is the color that is the most visible in fog. I think something with physics, how the other colors lose intensity, but red is the strongest. So you are someone who grabs the most attention. You're the most exciting to look at, the most interesting. And it's like almost like a performance again. King of Wands shows a little bit of masculine energy. So extroversion that I was picking up earlier, not introversion, which is more of like water element, white color, or even I don't know what other color. With water you think of blue, but really it's, when I think of those planets, Venus and Moon both are white. So I think it's more white color, whereas red is that intense fiery color which we connect with masculine planets like Sun, Mars. We also have Page of Cups. This is the flirt, the charmer, the charismatic. If you've read the Art of Seduction book, there are multiple archetypes of seduction. You could have the seductive archetype of the charmer or the charismatic, even the star. Because Page of Cups is all about communication, how you charm people with your voice, your speech, your communication style, your humor. And you seem very fun loving, very enjoyable, agreeable, social person. And something very surprising about you, you surprise people and you take them on a journey, you create a fantasy, you're very fun. This bluff energy, Rahu, same thing I'm picking up here. We also have the nectar. So the nectar talks about the elixir of life. So you almost like bring people back to life. You give them, you take them on an adventure, you give them an experience they've never had before. Something about you, you kind of, it's like you have such a strong aura that people kind of forget themselves, their own individuality, when they're in your presence, and they become obsessed. So people could have that tendency to obsess over you, again being a follower, being an imitator, being a fan, applauding you. You could have a strong sun also, strong sense of self. That's why your sun could weaken other people's sun and they become followers. People who follow, people who stand in queues, their sun is a little weak, or they just tend to, they're a follower, they're not the leader. They could have stronger Saturn and less strong sun, and you could be someone with the stronger sun. That's why you have this strong presence and impact or energy on other people. You are the nectar, you're the elixir. And it's very interesting, if you've heard of that story of Rahu and Ketu, how Rahu Ketu were formed. Rahu was mm, disguised himself as one of the gods to get the nectar. So it's very interesting. Nectar has come out, which is what Rahu went after. And he disguised himself. He changed his appearance. So camouflage. You could be like a shapeshifter where you can pull off multiple looks, and you could have like different transformations in terms of your hair, makeup, fashion, everything. You're a chameleon. You're a shapeshifter. And again, Rahu going after the nectar. So you kind of entice people. You show them the nectar and they come running to you. So this is the reading for you. I hope this resonated. Let me know your thoughts. If you want more readings, I've done some interesting readings on my membership. You can join to watch. That also helps support the channel. So I will leave the link to that playlist down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.